Denver. Just saying though, it's like my alarm is like 6:45. I'm like, oh, I have a call in 15 minutes. So, but we're gonna be out of Denver like by next week. So we're gonna be in Mexico, and I think the time zone is more reasonable. I made a notion. Okay, cool. Okay, intentions, distractions. So my intentions for the call are really just to sync up with everybody. I know that like a lot of the issues that we were doing that were GIVeconomy related have been like checked on or being checked on in the platform calls, in the development calls. So I'm not really sure that we have too much to talk about, but I figure if we leave the space open, we can kind of like hash through issues that are like to do with regen farms, or we can talk a little bit about Give Power, but I really need Marco for Give Power. But yeah, we can just kind of use this time to figure out all the things that maybe there's not space for in the platform call. I'm not distracted. I'm just tired. I'll pass it to Charek.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. My intention is to sync up and know more about the backend, and if it's ready to start the front end. And I want to know more about the Give Power. Yeah, I have not distracted. It's just a little headache, unfortunately. Yeah, I pass it to Paul.
Okay, hi everybody. So my intention for the call is to rejoin society and talk a little bit about the UniV3 APR and the means finalized version, because I missed a little bit because I was sick, and to talk about the new stuff, the regen farms, the Give Power, and everything else. So yeah, so that's it. I pass it to Amin. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Again, today we have many things to talk about: Uniswap, regen farms, and if Monique has any queries about new powers, I would be interested to listen. And yeah, I'm up to show you some prototype of how regen farm would work. It's not complete yet. I wish I make it the farm complete today, but I couldn't. Yeah, that's it. I pass it to Mohammed.
Hey everyone, I'm just here to stay on the loop, and I have no distraction. I pass it to Ashley. Do you have gone?
No, I haven't gone yet. I just had to find the mute button, both mute buttons. Good morning, you guys. My intentions for the call, just stay in the loop and see where we are, and maybe if there's some space to talk about a purple list thing that Mohammed and I ran into. And other than that, that's it. And I don't have any distractions. And I will pass it to Monique.
Hello, everybody. I'm here just to sync with you and to know what should we do about the common resources. Also, we have some issues left in our planned sprint that was Unipool, the APR, the issues with the price. I think that was a huge issue. And regen, regen farms is okay. Another issue was the rainbow rolls that I just want to know that it's finished or not. And sorry, that's it. I pass it back to you, Laura.
Okay, I'll pass it to Griff.
Yeah, for me, I'm just hanging out and excited to sync on all these issues that are being brought up, and but no new issues to bring in. And I'll pass it to Suga.
Howdy, everybody. I'm here to sync and to meet all of you. I'm pretty new at Giveth, so I'm happy to sort of see what's going on in other places. I'm in comms And I guess you could say it's a distraction and an intention. I normally cannot make this call time, and I happen to be on vacation. There's no school for my kids right now, so I'm able to catch some calls this week, which has been awesome, and I can sort of meet everybody. Back to you, Lauren.
Awesome. I think that was everybody. Seems like everybody. Great. Okay. Great. Thanks, everybody. Sounds like we've got some things to talk about. Maybe we could just like go through the ones that are on the agenda, and I'll make notes of the issues. And then if there's like any other issues that are on the board that we need to just quickly go over, we could do that. So the UniV3 APR, where are we at? I know Pavli was working on calculating the maximum APR. No, we have the maximum. We were calculating that. No, we have the minimum. We need the maximum. So any updates, Amin or Pavli?
We don't have maximum. We have average and minimum. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Paul. I left that for Paul to calculate the in-range liquidity. Paul, I passed to Paul.
Okay, so yeah, that was on me. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to finish that because I got sick over the last 5 days. But I can pick that back up and see about getting it done. I might need some help on that issue because I got a little stuck working with figuring out if we need to use the subgraph for that or query the blockchain directly. But Amin and I will figure it out. So basically, yeah, that's where we are.
Okay.
I guess the big question I have on this is, are we good enough with average and minimum? Or, if maximum is really difficult to get, then maybe it's not worth it.
Okay, well, I can give my opinion if you guys would like it. Honestly, I think it's good for us to have that range, and it's worth setting out some time to calculate it. But basically, what people most want to know is what's my exact APR, and if they don't want to know that, I think they want to know what the average APR is, because it usually be around the average. And the maximum APR is something that very few people will actually achieve because it's actually very difficult to have it. So I think it's
okay, yeah. If it's really difficult, then it's okay to cut the scope on it. But I do think there is a lot of value in having the maximum because, the fact that we didn't know and we didn't communicate that the super narrow range creates a way bigger reward. That's why the guy was gaming the system in the first place. So I think if you provide the narrowest range, then you could get up to this. Yeah. And then I also think having the up to this number adds value as well because people are like, oh wow, I could earn up to 8,000 APR. That's sick. Rather than oh yeah, it's only 300% is the minimum. Wow, whatever,
Yeah, the other big value add is when that number goes down a lot, then we know that someone is playing the one tick game. So then we can push them off, and it's a really easy way for us to see that someone is
Good point. What I wanted to say is just there's no reason to block on this, so I think we can already show something. If something, you pushed to production something already, but basically I think that what we have we can show, and then we can add maximum APR after that. So there's no reason to just have.
We already are showing minimum and average on the front end.
Yeah, it looks like this. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I've seen the screenshot. So basically, yeah, that's it. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yep, that's in. And now the next step is if figuring out if we can show the highest APR possible. If we can, then we can add that in as well.
Yeah. Wait, do we lose everyone or just people quiet?
No, everyone's just quiet.
Okay. Okay. Do you have any other comments on that, Pavli? I think you were like, oh, it's kind of complicated to calculate. Maybe we don't need it. And then we were like, no, we.
No. That wasn't the gist of my comment. I was like, I'm sorry. I'm still catching up. I'm a little behind on what's been pushed to production. I thought like, if you're waiting to push something to production because of this, I think that there's no need for that. That was a mistake on my end. There's no need to not do this, of course. Also, yeah.
Okay,
I've taken some time to look at possibility of calculating the exact APR, but still no solution on that front. I kind of got stuck in the math. So we'll finish this. I think it's relatively doable, but there might be a better solution available for us if we want to do it later. That's the only thing I want to say. But there's no need to wait for it. Like we can do this, and then we're kind of set. We're 80-90% there. So yeah, that's it for my side.
Cool. I would just make sure to prioritize regen farms over this.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh wow. Is it everyone hearing an echo like I am? Yeah. No, it's better. Okay. Cool. Griff and I are close, but not doing the deafening thing. Coordination. Cool. Okay. Price issue. Monique, you were mentioning that there is some outstanding issue about price. Did you want to discuss it?
I see that the Me Next tag on it, and I think we started to plan it for the next sprint. And but it's huge. It's 21 story points. That's near the resource of a person for a backend person for 2 weeks. So I was thinking, what should we do about this issue? Do we have to pass it, so forget it, or split it? I don't know.
Split it? You mean like split it over a couple of sprints?
Split it over, small issues maybe that we can take it. And I don't know about the priority. I figured out that it missed some of the price of some donations because it's related to the monoswap. Mohammed can elaborate it more.
Yeah, Mohammed, do you want to let us know like what you think? Do we want to split this up over a couple sprints, or what entails?
As Monique said, we are using the monoswap for getting price of in the current moment, in the now. But if for any reason the monoswap not work, the price would not save. And as I remember, I think we don't allow user to create donation in the front end. So for solving this issue, we need to have a service to get a price of any coin, any tokens that it's in our whitelist, in any time. For instance, last week, last month, or anything. So it's a huge task, as Monique said. It's just for reviewing this issue. If it's repetitive, sorry. Look, I was just saying to everyone know about that. So that's the issue.
Okay, yeah. So I understand the issue, but what is it that we need to achieve right now? We need to figure out like how long this will take. Basically, make a good estimate.
My estimation was 21 because it's a huge task, and if I want to do that, I need some support from Amin because some of tokens are in the Uniswap V2, some of them are not. So it's a huge task, and estimation is the thing that Monique said.
I'm curious to know that is it that important, or we can skip it for now?
I think we can skip it for now. I mean, if we're already getting okay token prices from Monoswap and we're using them for givebacks until now, this is kind of like to make things better and more resilient. So if you want, I can take the Me Next label off and we can put it like in the next sprint if there's no time.
Can I add something?
Yeah.
In case we have, we have a limited number of tokens, and they are hopefully and they are hosted on, they are supported by Uniswap. There are some reliable pools that have great liquidity inside, so we can rely on the price for the price in the Uniswap. The good point is that Uniswap has a subgraph in which it says what's the price of the token. So we can just be a proxy here in the middle of our service can be proxy, receive the query about the token and the block number, and ask the subgraph of Uniswap, what's the price of this? And there is some drive if a property there that says that what's the price of this token in comparison with Ethereum. It can be easy to obtain if we don't be so tricky. We don't be so, keep it easy and don't think that someone can manipulate the price for a short moment to donate and then later get more givebacks because there was some temporary price at the moment, which is the user has pushed the price, pumped the price temporarily to get more give back later. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Uniswap has some approach like weighted price like that. If we don't want to investigate that, we can have it in short time. Maybe 2 days, Mohammed can do it. I believe so because there are everything available. You just need to fill the have some, find the pools, find the pools that the price can be obtained. And as I said, that the Uniswap subgraph for every token has the derived ETH value. It says that what's the price at any moment. So it would not be a huge task if we reduce the stuff and just think that, everything is normal. No one will manipulate the pool for us and the price, and we are not that much. The give back user. No one can manipulate the pools for give back. That's that. What do you think?
Sorry, I mean, are we sure that there are pools for every token that is in our whitelisted? If one of tokens is nothing doesn't have any pool on Uniswap, then what should we do?
Yeah, we don't support that. You're right. I don't know what tokens do we use. The point is that HoneySwap is a fork of Uniswap version 2. It has a similar subgraph. So what we do on the Uniswap, we can repeat that for the HoneySwap and XDAI. So it's going to be a big deal. About the pools about the token that I don't think every token should have a pool there. Do you guys know any token that Uniswap or HoneySwap doesn't support in our whitelist?
I don't know, but we do have the token list on the forum, and it's also in the backend. So, I mean, it's something that whoever's working on it can check.
I would imagine that there are a lot of tokens that Gemini has on mainnet that are not actually really well supported on Uniswap. So we would need to query Gemini's API. But anything Gemini has, they have a good price for.
Gemini has some API. I haven't investigated that. Mohammed, do you know Gemini has API for devices?
I don't know anything about Gemini. I think maybe we can as Monique said, that we split the issues to smaller issues, we can create an issue to know what tokens it's on the what tokens are in the Uniswap, what are in the Honeyswap and Gemini. We can work on that in the first step.
Okay. So you want me to make this like into an epic and then have sub issues, make sub issues for it? Yeah. Okay, I can do that and then like make an issue for checking Uniswap and then checking Gemini, figuring out the token list. I can make like 3 issues under it. And then
the advantage of using Uniswap is there.
You're on mute, Paul.
I always make that mistake. It just looks like it's not muted. I'm sorry. I'm a boomer. I don't know how to use Discord. The advantage is that, as far as I know, and I don't have direct hands-on experience with this, but there is a time-weighted average price oracle on most Uniswap pairs, which should enable us to get that price that's not like spot price, which prevents most of this sort of manipulation with givebacks because they're usually on the spot. It doesn't allow the attacker to compromise the price in one block and execute the attack. More research is needed on my end to see if it's, or whoever, to see if it's viable. And also it really doesn't mesh with everything else. But basically what I'm thinking is like we could isolate like a price, like our own sort of Oracle service subsystem that would handle this and get several different price feeds from several different instances. If we decide to have more than one source of data for the price. So that's just my 2 cents.
Uniswap has some kind of feature. It has a weighted price, time-weighted price, I think.
Yeah, it's TWAP, time-weighted average price.
Yeah. I investigated that a little, but it wasn't. I didn't make it complete. Just a quick look. You're right. I don't know whether, but I'm not sure about its subgraph. Maybe it's worth to look at that because, as I said, for every token, they has a value of derived ETH in property that says that what's the price of that token subgraph. And in the mainnet. On the mainnet, it's the value to the ETH, and on the X side, it's value to X side, which is $1. So we will have the price on the X side easily.
Okay, well, I made one issue to like check what's going on with Uniswap and see if we can find the tokens on Uniswap. So maybe we could add. Like maybe we could just have that issue be in the sprint and then any other issues that come out of that. Mohammed, if you run into something and there's something else you want to do, if you want to create an issue and add that epic, then we can put them in future sprints. Okay, cool. Nice. And then Monique, you were also saying about rainbow rolls. I don't know which issue you're talking about.
I think the Mitch has sent some transaction samples there, so it's my turn to test my code.
For rainbow rolls?
Okay.
Yeah.
So do we have to re-estimate it?
What was the issue number?
I think it's not in the GIVeconomy, sorry. But it's not all related to dev. Maybe I'm mistaken to have it in the agenda. Sorry, Lauren. I manage it.
Okay, no worries. Okay, do we need to check in anything for regen farms? I think Monique, you were saying that everything is kind of like in order. I mean, I know you're working on the back end stuff. Oh, but Cherik did have a question. Maybe we could just have a quick check-in on where we're at with regen farms?
Want to demo us it today. Demo the backend today, I think.
Do you want to demo it? I mean,
yeah, it's the region farm, yes?
yeah.
Yeah, let's show you. You know, I couldn't complete the farm UI, but it's about, I have deployed some some sample farm for the Fives honey token. It's deployed outside. I cannot show you the menus, but in the streams, if you see it's a Fox stream, then UI is not great. I will work on that. But what I did was, do you see my screen? Okay, do you see my screen?
Yeah, we do.
Okay. I have refactored our stream component, and this one, the harvest. If you see, it's our give stream, and this one is the stream information of the Fox. Because I have staked some Fox honey token in the farm. I have directly called the smart contracts. I am getting reward, and based on my reward, I have flow rate on the Fox stream. Here, if it's my claimable amount. It's the how many times it has passed, and also I have implemented the harvest. If it's if you see the values, the price is correct. Is exactly the price of because the value is tiny. You cannot see this the exact value, but it's the price of the Fox on the XDAI network. Yeah, it is. If I harvest, it's calling the harvest on the stream of the Fox. If I confirm, let's go ahead. Okay, I claimed. Confirm. It should be 0. Yeah, it's 0. You see? So I harvested from the stream. Actually, I claimed the liquid amount. I'm working on implementing the farms. The UI it should not be in this way, but I just implemented something to show you. I wish I finished the farm today. It needs much refactoring. It needs many refactoring to reuse the components. And that's what they may take most of the time. The backend is ready. The values are available there about how much you have a stake, how much you don't have a stake. It's the job only to show them on the front end and integrate, include them in the process of fetching information from the backend, organizing the data, because the application is becoming more and more complex. Managing this data is the major task
amazing
on development.
That's great.
Thank you.
Well done. So there's some front end work, but also I think that there's some like DAO work. We have to actually get them to propose through their DAO to spend the money, right?
Yep.
So I'll reach out to Willie. He's up here where we are in Denver, so we can probably just figure out, hey, who's going to make this proposal? How much do you want? What Willie is aware of what parameters he needs to set for the proposal, right? Like the length of time and all of that.
Just it needs some data about, I also prepared the script for deploying the smart contracts so we can build them. Just the parameters. If we need to know anything about the parameters, I'm here, but the major thing is about the the streams lengths. Yeah, if you have fun to create an issue for the parameters, I can fill that. But I get to really know most of that.
I think he does too. Can you just remind me what the parameters are? It's like start and end date and total amount of clocks.
Yeah, the total amount that the stream can distribute.
The amount that's liquid at the beginning.
Yeah, it's the percentage. Yeah, it's the It's a cliff time, which is 0. So for our case, immediately after the stream starts, after the start time pass, the stream starts. The cliff time is 0. The duration that the initial amount is released, I guess, till the stream begins. It's most of the time 0.
Do you need help with this?
What?
Do you need help?
Thank you. Yeah, I have created the deployment script based on what we have done before. It's some JSON to fill. But besides the stream, there are some value parameters for the farm. Yeah, Griff, about the stream, as I said, is the start time, end time, the cliff time, the initial amount, and these are all information I remember.
Do we technically they could do the same thing where we do the changing the amount every 2 weeks, but we probably won't. I don't think we want to do that with them, but it's kind of an option, right?
You are talking about the farms, every 2 week. It's about in the farm. You just say that how what's the length of every duration is 2 weeks in our case. Mm-hmm. So at the end of 2 weeks, whenever you put some reward inside of that, the duration will start again. For 2 weeks, we will pay all the reward that we have paid it. You have a pin there. Yeah, that's the second part. That's the parameter for the farm. So just you say, I can check it. Let's see. I have proven. Yeah, I have created a PR here. Oh no, it's right here.
I think that's it, right? There's no other parameters that they could configure.
Let's write down it somewhere to document it.
Right now, Lauren's just writing
it in the Notion. Yeah. If you can see my screen, I have it there. Start date, end date, the amount of Fox that will be distributed, the percent of rewards liquid at the beginning, and the amount of rewards that will be distributed every 2 weeks.
You want to document it as here? Start date, end date, total amount of Fox distributed. I wish.
Forum post or in the Notion.
Yeah, I love to have it somewhere documented.
How about I put it in
our session?
Yeah, I'll put it in the Regen Farms Notion.
Yeah, that's cool.
Cool. Ooh. Oh.
Yeah, can you look at this PR? Let's send you. Lauren, can you open it?
You sent me a PR?
Let's send you to visit all together the parameters that I use. Okay. Can you open the PR? Yeah. Go down, scroll down, go. Yeah, this one. Go higher. Go up. In this file, yeah, config. It's all the value that is used in the deployment script.
Okay. Address. Start time. What's cliff period? Oh, 0. Duration.
It's a duration, as I said, that the initial amount is released till the stream begins.
Okay.
Sorry, guys, I gotta go. Sorry, I'm leaving the meeting. Goodbye.
Bye, Monique. We love you. Okay, cool. Nice. So
Yeah.
address is the token address? No.
Address, in case we have the token distro deployed before, we put it there, and the token distro will not deploy it again. I created this script in a way to, if we want to add farm later, we would not need to manipulate that. Just enter the address of already existing token distro there, and the rest of the parameters will be ignored for token distro. That one will be used. Otherwise, the new one will create it with the other parameters.
Mm-hmm. What is the LM duration?
It's the
total amount of time. So like
Oh, I get it.
Yeah,
So there's a
it's
stream
every 2
duration.
weeks.
yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, that's also another parameter that we need to definitely consider.
Yeah.
The stream duration doesn't have to be the same as liquidity mining duration.
Okay, and then
Maybe that's not used. Let me check.
No, we use
Maybe
it.
it's not
The farm-
necessary there.
The farm is 2 weeks, right? A bunch of 2-week farms, and then we have the yeah, but then we only do it for 6 months.
For the stream, yeah? That's for the stream. Maybe that LM duration should just be filled in the farm part, in the LM part, liquid mining, and not for the token distro. Maybe that's there by mistake.
No, we would need both for sure, because
There are two parts. There are another for the farm. Can you open the SPR again? Yeah, there are some for unipools there. You see, it's the value.
oh, so you have the value for the unipool is also the same as the LM duration.
Yeah.
And we can do a bot to change the duration every so often if they desire, right?
The duration for the unipool is constant. If
It's constant, but for instance, ours is constant, but we set it to 2 weeks, even though the program is for 6 months, because we have a bot that changes every 2 weeks. It changes it makes a new program, right?
The program, you mean the reward that will be distributed in 2 weeks? Right. Yeah. It says how much it can distribute in the next 2 weeks. But if you change the duration, if you want to change the duration, you should deploy the new unipool.
Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah, okay. Makes sense.
And the reward amount is constant, as you see.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Willie isn't going to want to worry with that feature, and we probably, it's nice to have it written down that we have it, but when we're asking people, I think we can just say it's a constant reward, and they say how long they want the farms to go and how long they want the stream to go. And
yeah. So and shouldn't there be a parameter for the liquidity? Like there should be 2 start times: the liquidity mining start time and the stream start time. Right?
What was the second?
They should be the same. The start time, the stream start time, and the liquidity mining start time.
But like, what if it's their second farm?
Yeah.
They're doing a second run.
What do you mean a second round?
Like say after 6 months, they want to like deploy a new one, so their liquidity mining starts after 6 months. Their stream started 6 months ago.
Unipool doesn't have any start time. Unipool, there is no fixed start time for Unipool. The Unipool actually the start time doesn't have much meaning there. It has period. It has here it says that it has a period of 2 weeks for pay and reward. Every time you notify that to pay reward, that will be the start time of the Unipool. The transaction that says that Unipool pay that amount of reward, and it will start to pay that in 2 weeks in duration. I should fix that parameters or put more comments. I will update it and tell you update the notion again, Lauren, because that will be misleading if someone read it. As I said, the LM address, the LM duration is not necessary for the token distro.
Okay. Oh yeah. Sounds good. Okay. Wait, so I was thinking of too many things. Did we also say like it is possible for the DAO to set how much rewards they want to be distributed every 2 weeks, right? They have that flexibility, and we're going to offer it to them, right?
I didn't get the question. Can you tell me again?
So it's like, how like we change the amount of rewards we distribute every 2 week period. It's like 1 week is like 10,000, next week it's 20,000, next week it's, or next period. So we're going to allow the DAOs to set that if they want as well, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. We should prepare another script to run that based on their taste, how often it should be run and how much it should dish out.
I sort of imagine that Willie will not want the feature.
Yeah, he probably won't, but it's okay. It's good for our documentation. We put in the forms and everything.
Yeah.
Cool.
We might want to take that feature out of like the offer, just because it might cause needless friction for them when they're trying to. It might make them think about it and then
right. Okay. Well, we don't need to tell people.
Yeah.
But we told Willie. I told Willie.
Let's talk about it with Willie and use that as a proof of concept and then figure it out.
Cool. Cool. Nice. Oh, we also need like a description of the DAO. What else have we got? Cool. So I feel good about that for Regen Farms. Is there anything I'm missing? So maybe I guess since the back end is finished, and then are the issues for the front end in the sprint? Tarek?
For GIVeconomy, I don't know. Is there any thing remaining I can help?
So it's just
in Giveth.io, I finished my task and I take new issues in the GIVeconomy.
Yeah, it is just the stuff for the oh, maybe I'm not seeing the repo. It is just the stuff for Regen Farms. Oh, it should be in there. But I think we only need a bunch of issues. I just don't see them. Maybe I have a filter. Oh yeah. So there's like farm cards, add the stream section. Was showing the demo, and there's I don't know, the UI needs a little bit of improvement. I think we already have design for this. I can go through and try to make these issues make more sense and assign them to you, Charik, and then maybe you can put estimates and work with Monique to make sure to get them in order.
Thank you. I can take and start them from tomorrow.
Okay. Cool. So I'll work on that today.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, cool. Purple list. Ashley.
Okay, so the thing that we ran into this round, or that we're noticing, because we are now implementing the modal that tells people when they donate from a purple list address that they won't be receiving givebacks. So when the round ends, we should be adding the new addresses to the list for the next round. However, we're still like calculating givebacks for the previous round for a few days. So there's this gap of up to a week where new purple list addresses will not receive this notification when they go to donate, even though they are on the purple list. I'm not really sure what the workaround is for this, but Mohammed was like saying that maybe there's something that we can do, or maybe it's not that big of a deal if they don't get the message, but I feel like it's pretty important that we notify them that their donation won't get givebacks.
What if we just made it so that like when they make their project and they add a recipient address, it's like your project, and then maybe we have a little like disclaimer, like after they create the project. So that's the point we can let them know.
Yeah, so the purple list is made up of two parts, and the first part is all projects. When they become verified, their address automatically gets added to the purple list. So for those addresses, if it's coming directly from a project purple list address, then they will get the message. But it's for the ones, so when they fill out the application, we ask them for all addresses that they use for fund management within their project, and then those addresses are the ones that are added manually every 2 weeks. So it's not even, they're not even addresses that are necessarily in our database.
Oh.
I have a suggestion, actually. Do these addresses that you send me every 2 weeks, there are related to some projects?
Yeah.
I don't. So okay. So what about adding a field or an array to a project that we add the purple list of that project to that field? So with this scenario, we can connect all those purple addresses to projects. So it may be be useful for us.
So they would add those addresses when they create their project in that flow. Is that what you're saying?
I think I say, imagine you have some field, and in the admin bar you can add this purple list for this project. Besides the owner address or owner of project, you can add a new address for this project. And
so after this, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you.
Yeah, and after that, all the things be automatically.
Yeah, I think that would work perfect. I could just go in and add them in the admin bro, and it would be in there whenever they get verified. But that would that still affect the give back calculation for the previous round, though?
So after that, I can do something. When excluding a purple list from the excluding purple list donations, I can check the created date of project. If this purple list, this project has been created after the donation, I include it. Otherwise, I exclude it.
But the projects,
because if we connect,
the projects could have been created months before they apply. You know, like it could be a project that was created at the beginning and they just didn't apply for verification until right now. So it wouldn't be by the creation date, it would be by the verification date.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe if you could if there's a way to see when the badge was applied, like the date that the badge was applied, we could go off of that date.
Yeah, and currently we don't have it, but it's on our sprint backlog to log the history of change. After that, we can have it, but for now, we don't have it. How about just we in step 1 we just we'll implement adding the purple list in the admin bureau, as Lauren noted here. And after that, we can talk about the other things that you mentioned.
Okay.
Or
yeah,
it's
sounds
if
great.
it's
And I created an epic for admin bro, so I'll just make an issue for it and I'll add it to that epic, and then Carlos can work on it. Okay, that sounds good.
great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my god, I was talking on mute. I'm sorry. I was talking on mute for so long.
No problem.
Yeah. I was like, why is nobody answering? Okay. Retroactive give back. So I was just looking at this issue, and so I see, Mohammed, you made some scripts to get the nations that we need, and then Ashley and Mitch were going to review it, and then yeah, okay, cool. It sounds like this is in progress. Maybe Ashley and Mitch, I mean, it's just 7 hours ago, so can review it. But I think that, like, if we can, if we get the data, then we can, like, review it and then actually, like, maybe distribute givebacks, like, at the next round.
I think so. The data is already in the spreadsheet that Mitch made, the data review spreadsheet. So I don't. I think it was he was curious to make sure that we need. What Mitch had some questions because we didn't know if some donations needed to be removed or. Yeah, here we go. We need to filter out donations to Giveth via trace, as well as donations to non-verified projects.
Yeah, I think that we didn't have those ones. That was the thing. Or we needed to separate them into 3 categories. So.
Okay.
So I think he made
purple list donors be eligible for givebacks and retroactive givebacks?
I think so. Correct?
What?
Purple list donors get retroactive givebacks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can, after this call, I can, like, look at the scripts and add the sheets to the spreadsheet with the new information, and then we can review it.
Yeah, nice. Cool. Thanks, Ashley. Okay, yeah. I think this is done. I don't know why this is here. Boxstream, Azure, Snapshot. Oh, is this fixed? Apparently the dollar value wasn't showing up in the harvest modal. Quite a long time ago.
Yeah, I noticed that the screen wasn't
I
showing.
feel like I've been seeing it lately, so I think it's fixed.
On Uni
V3? Maybe that was the issue that you had. Some people by the price that, Crypto Compare had blocked you.
This wasn't me. It was Griff. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you couldn't have the price, so we switched to Feather backend for the if price. Maybe that's related to that, and because that's fixed, we can close it.
Okay, I just asked Griff if he can just test it. The issue is go to try to harvest in the UniV3 pool and see if the dollar values show up.
And there is an issue that I forgot to make it here. It's about I created an infinite position, a full range position, and I transferred that to the multi-sig. If knows what I'm talking about. The multi-sig should stake that.
Oh yeah. Okay. I think we should assign that to Mitch.
So wait, what is it?
I'll tell him about it.
I don't think there's an issue for it. Yeah, I don't understand. What is it?
We have a UniV3 pool that the liquidity multisig now controls, and we could stake it.
Okay.
And so the multisig needs to interact with the farm to stake the pool token. I think Mitch will love the challenge.
Let's send you the.
Oh.
Give me a moment to send you the link to the transaction I transfer. Yeah. It's this. I sent you.
Oh, there's already an issue?
Put it there. It's in transaction. Yeah, it's a position that is transferred to that multisig. It is.
Huh. Cool. Thanks, Amy. Great. So I'll assign Mitch. That's all the time we got. We have 1 minute left. Is there any burning last things before we close the call? I think we got a lot done. Okay, cool. Well, I'll just make any other comments in the issues as I go through them. But thanks everyone for joining the call, and thanks everyone for being great. You're all great.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye. Thanks, Lauren. Nice to meet you all. Bye.